Manchester United have made a 23 million bid, or are expected to make a 23 million pound bid for the Brazilian left back who plays for FC Porto this week that we are just entering. Welcome to United Social Television. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. Now, it seems that the saying of the Englishman that there is what they call a blessing in disguise, it might have worked well for Manchester United. It might have worked as a wake-up call for Manchester United and the boards. Manchester United lost yesterday to Crystal Palace 3-1 at Old Trafford, and United looked really sluggish in this game, and it was a shameful defeat for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, having spent 14 Premier League games unbeaten ever since the coming of Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes suffered his first beating at Old Trafford. Now, lots of things were seen, and Manchester United was exposed yesterday at Old Trafford, with the likes of Victor Lindelof asking why Ed Woodward had not bought Upamecano for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the transfer list that was submitted to him by him. Now, one of the priority signings that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer demanded from the board was the left back. And the left back that they were eyeing at first was Sergio Reguilón, but he managed not to go to Manchester United and went to Spurs. The reason as to why the deal failed was, however much the player was so much interested in joining Manchester United, there was a buyback clause that Real Madrid insisted on it, because Real Madrid sees the lad as a very promising young player. He's 23 years old. He has played for the national team. He has made his debut. He's good going forward, and Real Madrid saw Sergio Reguilón as a possible replacement of Marcelo and Mendy. But right now he has no playing space at Real Madrid, and they thought that selling him and putting a buyback clause would be crucial. United had agreed each and everything by the player, but they were still negotiating on the buyback clause. That's when the likes of Jose Mourinho and Daniel Levy came in and stole the player from Manchester United, and he signed for none other than a team called Tottenham Hotspur. So that's the first centre back, the first left fullback that United lost, and now they are into for Alex Telles. Alex Telles is a Brazilian who is playing for FC Porto. He has a wonderful left foot. He is good to watch. He is good for your eye. In other words, he is an eye orgasm. If at all you love those flying fullbacks who do defend well, when they come into the midfield, they act as midfielders. When they go into attacking positions, they act as attackers. That's the kind of player that United is going to make a bid for this week. And remember, United had already agreed personal terms with the player. They went on to agree terms with FC Porto, and as we speak right about now, an official bid of £23 million has been prepared by Ed Woodward and the board of Manchester United to be offered to FC Porto this week that is starting on Monday. And I think by the end of this week, Alex Telles might be a Red Devil and might be unveiled at Manchester United. And you never know, he might feature in the weekend game that United is playing against Brighton, because everything's to be moving on smoothly, and Manchester United want to beat PSG for this player, because the player has said that he wants to play for Manchester United. Amongst all clubs interested in him, he has shown interest in Manchester United. He is a player that is a friend to Bruno Fernandes, and they almost equaled assists in the League of Portugal. Alex Telles is a 27-year-old defender born from Brazil. He is a wonderful one. He scores free kicks. Just in yesterday's game, he scored close to 2 goals. He made assists. He brought in those crosses. He had a wonderful game, and I think he is a player that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to solve some problems, because Luke Shaw is an injury-prone player at Manchester United. You cannot rely on Luke Shaw anymore at Old Trafford as we speak right about now. So Alex Telles might be a Manchester United player this week because a bid, or an official bid of £23 million has been launched by Manchester United, and they are going to send it to FC Porto to see to it that they agree to the signing of this player. Smash a like, share, comment on this video and tell me what you think about United launching its official bid for FC Porto's left back, born in Brazil, Alex Telles. I want to see you guys commenting in the live chat below. You are through watching. I want guys to smash a like and show me some love here at United Social Television. You can give me your view on Alex Telles. If at all you've seen him play, do you like his left foot? Do you think he's a solution to Manchester United? You have all the right to go in the comment section and tell me. If at all you've not yet subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily here at United Social Television. Now, we do came across a tweet from some of the notable sports reporters on internet, and this comes from the United report saying there'll be an offer of around £23 million for Alex Telles this week from Manchester United. FC Porto want to sell as his contract expires at the end of the season. Out of all the offers Alex Telles has received, he's clear that the one he likes most is that of Manchester United. This was reported by a reporter in Spain. So that's Alex Telles for you. And I want to let you know that after a wonderful performance of Alex Telles in the previous game, let me show you his stats in the game that he played yesterday. So Alex Telles played 90 minutes for FC Porto as they took on Braga yesterday. He made 100% successful take-ons. He had 100% aerial duels won, 100% tackles won, 71% pass accuracy, 3 chances created, 3 clearances, 2 goals and 1 assist. So that's the kind of defender I want to let you know that Manchester United is interested in, and he's launching his official bid of Alex Telles this week because of his fantastic performance. As I've shown it to you, he made 1 assist and he scored 2 goals. Imagine a full left back. If at all he has such qualities, there is no way you can tell me that he is the right deputy to Luke Shaw, or even to come and compete for the left fullback of Manchester United at Old Trafford, because Luke Shaw is an injury-prone player, and although he has improved in going forward, but Alex Telles will give him a chase for his position at Manchester United. So after that wonderful performance in that match against Braga, because he was the man of the match, and he was asked by the journalists in the post conference of Mpoya John says, that's good, but we need a striker. I think, John, you are right, but their positions in Manchester United that are really urging, and they are urging, because if at all Anton Martial gets injured, we can play with Odion Ighalo, or get the likes of Rashford and they lead the line, or the likes of Marcus Rashford to do come in, and Mason Greenwood. But look at our left back, we are lame that side, trust me, we are lame. So I was still telling you that Alex Telles, after the match of FC Porto versus Braga, he came out and he replied to some questions by the journalists that were asked to him. They asked him that, do you really want a move to Manchester United? He came out and said, I'm a guy who focuses a lot on work. People believe what they want, say what they want in the newspapers, but the most important thing is to be focused on my work. He went ahead and said that I do have a team that I pay to do all this, and I think my team knows better, that's why I pay them. If I was a person who is greedy and not willing to do all this work, I wouldn't have employed these people. So I employed them. They are okay with what they're doing. If at all they are carrying out negotiations, that's their business. and it's none of my business. My business is to be on the pitch to play football. That was his reply. So I have some comments in here. Vidcon, welcome back. Welcome back. We were here yesterday and we had some nice conversation, and thank God you're back here. You're saying when you have had experienced manager like Carlo Ancelotti goose heading, United went for Ole, but you can't blame Ole. If Ed Woodward doesn't trust Ole, why have him as our manager? Ed Woodward wants to have a blame focused to Ole. That's what I talked about in one of my videos that I did earlier today, that this time around, all the fans of Manchester United, let's back Ole. I don't say Ole out. I'll only say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be out after he has been given the players he requested for and he has failed to perform for Manchester United. So Ed Woodward and the board did the same thing to Louis van Gaal. They did the same thing to Jose Mourinho, and we're not going to allow Ed Woodward and the board do the same thing to our great and precious Manchester United legend, and that is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He put in some nice performances after signing a single player in January called Bruno Fernandes, and he had scouted Bruno Fernandes for so long from 2018, and he made him his priority signing, and they failed to give him the player that he wanted. Now, as we speak, Manchester United and the board want to do the same game they did to Jose Mourinho and Louis van Gaal to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put in his transfer request players at Manchester United, and he wanted Upamecano as a central defender. He needed a left-footed, a left back. He needed a right winger and a midfielder. Amongst all those 4 players, they've only got him one player, and that is Danny Van Beek, and he saw what he did yesterday. He's a wonderful player. So that means if at all Van Beek is doing that, that means all the players that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scouted and put on his list to be brought at Manchester United, they have an impact they are going to bring to us. That's why we should go over Ed Woodward and the board to sign all the players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer called for, because they are urgently needed at Manchester United. When you look at the game of Crystal Palace yesterday, the right side was lacking. Even if Mason Greenwood came in, it wasn't as flowing as you expected to see flowing as when Jordan Sancho is around. The centre back, if at all Upamecano was playing with Harry Maguire, I think something else was, the result would have been something else, but not as it happened. Emporia John says, even me, I think so. That man is not good in signing. Yes, Ed Woodward. The problem is each and every manager. Now, let me take you back to what Ed Woodward did. Remember when Louis van Gaal in his last season at Manchester United, that of 2016, 2017, 2015, 2016, that season, he told Ed Woodward that, please, these are the players I want at Manchester United. And guess the players he wanted? One, Sadio Mane, who is now in Liverpool, and he was in Southampton by the time, and he would have gone for only £30 million, but he didn't bring him that player. He told him, I want Robert Firmino. I want Robert Firmino at Manchester United. Robert Firmino is not at Manchester United, is at Liverpool. You see all those players that he wanted to send. There are very many players that Van Gaal wanted to be at Manchester United, and the man himself, Ed Woodward, failed to deliver and went in for the likes of Di Maria and so on and so forth. You get? So Ed Woodward is a problem. We should come in here and hit him hard, and the board. I know they are tampering, because after a loss to Crystal Palace, they are going to make bids. I think even that of Jadon Sancho is coming, because it's already prepared, and I think they want to make the Jadon Sancho the last signing of this summer, such that the fans like they participated and all what they wanted has been fulfilled. Vidcon says we need centre back and striker who is tall and head. Martial and Rashford are wide strikers, but they cannot play up front. I have seen Rashford miss open goals. Now, the person that we have that is leading our line, and that is Anton Martial. He is one of the lethal strikers in the Premier League. How many chances have you seen Anton Martial miss? He is a player who is going to go in for those chances. Trust me. I'm a Martial kind of fan. Leaving alone that I do like Anton Martial, his style of play, I think he can lead our line. And Martial, this season, VidCon, you're going to be on this channel. By the end of this season, Anton Martial is going to bag 30 goals plus for Manchester United in all tournaments. Trust me, you are going to see Anton Martial bagging in all those goals, because he is starting a season with the two best creators that we do have here at United, in the names of Bruno Fernandes and the likes of Danny Van Beek. And if at all Alex Telles comes in with the crosses, all those lines are going to be busy, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka just needs to improve on his crossing. As you saw yesterday, Fonsu Mensah brought in that cross, and although it never landed to a Manchester United player, but it was headed badly by a defender of Crystal Palace, and it landed on the legs of Danny Van Beek, and he placed the ball into the bottom corner of the goal of Crystal Palace, and it was the first goal for Manchester United. So I think United is here, and we are going to improve after the loss of Crystal Palace. Players are going to be brought in, but one thing that I'm worried about is I've landed on a tweet of Fabrizio Romano, and it was really worrying to me that it read, Manchester United priority is a left back and right winger, possible also a centre back. Tonight, Manchester United have been in contact again with Alex Telles' agents. He will push to leave FC Porto on few days. Manchester United are monitoring and considering an opening bid. There is also another option as a left back. That means if at all FC Porto says no to the bid of Manchester United, United are into another centre back that they are looking at. So my problem comes in here. One, if Fabrizio Romano is tweeting that Manchester United is making two priorities of a left back and a right winger, which are positions that are needed, but there is a position that is urgently needed and at Manchester United, and that is none other than the centre back. Trust me, even if the team stays as it is, we need a centre back, because trust me, the team can go on and get goals, but who is going to defend those goals? Manchester United needs to go in there and sign a centre back, bring in Alex Telles, and bring in Jadon Sancho. Yes, those three signings will put us at a level of competing with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City, because if at all we were 30 points behind Liverpool, we need to cut those points to 8, all 7 this season, and we can even take the title, because when you look, if at all United gets Upamecano and is pairing with either Victor Lindelof or Harry Maguire, because either Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof, one of those players doesn't need to be at Manchester United or starting at Manchester United. So Upamecano pairing with Harry Maguire, Jadon Sancho right wing play, Anton Martial leading the line with Van der Beek and Fernandes, one of them starting, both of them starting. I think Manchester United would have given itself a very big chance and very big jump of a chance to come and compete with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City this season. We've lost our first game, 37 games to go. These signings need to come in at Manchester United as soon as possible. That's why you have to put the likes of the EDs of Manchester United, the Ed Woodwards of this world, and the board to come in and play their role of buying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the players he wants. So VidCon has come in and said again, if chosen one Moyes can't make United great, if top class managers like Josne and Van Gaal can't get United on the top, then I don't know who can. Ed Woodward is taking United money and investing in the US. That's it. Ed Woodward and the Glazers are eating this money, and they are not backing the coach. If at all, and trust me, If at all a coach comes and keeps United in the Champions League, that coach will never be sacked for not winning a title at Manchester United. You get? That's how comfortable these people are, to an extent that each and every coach that has been sacked at Manchester United, he has been sacked for not making it to the Champions League. Not because United is not winning the title. We need to refocus and get back to our norm as Manchester United, that we are title contenders. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is here to build this team. The board should back him by getting him the players he wants. If at all they brought in Harry Maguire at £80 million, they brought in Bruno Fernandes at 40 to 60, they brought in Aaron Wan-Bissaka at 50, they brought in Daniel James. They should support him and bring in Jadon Sancho, a centre back, and another player in the names of Upamecano at Manchester United, so that United get the best from this season as we fans, because we really want the Premier League trophy. And I think with those three signings, if at all they are made, United will have the chance to compete to this title, because as they are not going to have him for the next 3 or 4 months, and I think they'll be struggling because they're having a striker in the names of Gabriel Jesus, who is doing a wonderful job, but I don't rate him highly, and I cannot start him ahead of Anton Martial, as I'm saying. So, but the good thing is they have a backing of goals from Sterling, the Belgian Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City. And when you look at Manchester United, they have 4 people who can equal 20 goals a season. These are Anton Martial, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and Mason Greenwood. These people can bring in those goals that we want, and if at all the likes of Jadon Sancho are brought in at United, that means United will be having 5 people who can average 20 goals a season, which will be a wonderful thing at Manchester United. Vidcon says they are building baseball stadium, they are buying players with $1 million contract, but United can't even use its money. What a shame. It's really a shame. I heard that there is a player that the Glazers signed in America from one of the clubs, and he was paid millions of dollars to join their club. You see, they are not lovers of football, they are here to make money, and I wish United gets someone else to buy it who knows what football is. This is a football club, it's not a business. However much it does, it brings in profits. However much the profits do come in, they do come in, but you should consider the fan first, the fans of Manchester United first, because Adidas gets you all that money because of the fans. You get all that TV money because of the fans. You get £5 million per match at Old Trafford because of the fans. You get all the ratings because of the fans. Each and everything that United gets, all the sponsorship money United gets, it's because of the fans. And if at all the fans are not happy, trust me, that means you are doing a disservice to yourself, because the fans can do anything. And that's why a tweet was shown last time that Ed Woodward went to the board of Manchester United and told them that I'm not happy with what I'm seeing on social media, because the fans of Manchester United are at me again. They might riot at my home again, as they did last time when United wanted to get signed Sancho. All United fans wanted Bruno Fernandes to be brought, and that deal had delayed. What the fans did, they went and attacked the house of Ed Woodward and his wife. So Ed Woodward doesn't want to see such a situation happening again at Manchester United as per now, and he wants to make these signings to bring them in, but the Glazers, I think, don't want to unleash the wallet or the money to go out there and make the signings. We should get back to these people hardly. We should hit them bad to show them that Manchester United isn't a joke. We a team that is here to win Premier League. Remember, United are the record Premier League winners with 20 trophies of the Premier League, and Liverpool was at 18, and United winning this comes into the first position, and Liverpool winning the previous Premier League, that means they're at 19. With the squad that Liverpool has, Liverpool can go and win 3 straight, or more 2 straight Premier League titles, and they will be ahead of us by 1 title. This is something that shows United has to go in and get those players that are going to really see us go up there and compete with Liverpool to stop them from winning the 20th Premier League. But we'll see them equal us in the total number of Premier League Cups won. Vidcon says 3 signing will cost nearly £200 million. United can't invest that much. They will be in debt. No, it won't cost £200 million. Now do you know the buy clause of Upamecano? It's close to £35 million. Alex Telles is going to go for £23 million. Those are £60 million for 2 players. And Jadon Sancho is for £108 million. Those 3 players have to be brought at Manchester United. Trust me or not. You think, look at Everton. Everton has brought in players. How much has Everton spent? I gave you an example of a player that Aston Villa has just signed in from France. The player cost Aston Villa £30 million. If at all the likes of Wolves have made those signings that they are spending, you get? So, which debt are we going to be in? The money is there, but these people don't want to spend the money. The money is there. People are spending. Clubs are signing. Everton has made signings. You get? Liverpool has made signings, and to make it worse, Manchester United is richer than all those clubs. Manchester United is one of the richest clubs in the world. We have the money. We never lost a deal. We are bringing in more money because we went to the Champions League. Trust me, there is somewhere that I read that I was really shocked. Each and every time Manchester United doesn't go to the Champions League, it spends more. And when it goes to the Champions League, it spends half of what it spent while it was out of the Champions League. That means these people here are here to, they will come back and respend. That means they are here to make money. They are here to make money. They are here to make money. They are not here to keep United great or see us be great again. John says, but Woodward can't leave our team cause he's making me not to enjoy my team. Mpoya John, trust me, United had a previous CEO and he left. Though he's going, he went for Chelsea because they took him. And Ed Woodward will one time leave Manchester United because he's the one who negotiated the deal of the Glazers taking over Manchester United. That's why he was given the job. He was given the job because of the negotiations he made for this club. Dan Van Beek 40 extra. Alex Upamecano is not 65. He's not 65. He's not 65. He's not 65. Now, Upamecano is not 65. He's between 35 and 45. Upamecano, that's what I know. He has about close of 40, between 35 million pounds and 45 million pounds. Jadon Sancho goes for 108. Alex Telles, okay, even if he goes for 30, that is 30 plus 35, 65, 175. That's nothing like money for Manchester United. We are going to the Champions League. We are going to make money. Remember, the more games you win in the Champions League, the more money you make. Get in those players, United will get back money. And trust me, the new Adidas contract, let me check here. When is the contract expiring? The contract of Manchester United and Adidas. When is it expiring? Adidas expiry dates. I want to see the expiry dates. When is it ending? Whoa. Oh my God. In 2014, July, for over 750 million pounds for over 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. Oh my God. That means United is getting 75 million pounds per year from Adidas. 75 million pounds from Adidas. That's what Manchester United gets. Now, let's get this clear. Let's put this mathematics clear. If at all Adidas gets you 75 million pounds and you have all those players, the likes of Jadon Sancho here, Jadon Sancho is for near Nike, but he will come and mark it in because he'll be putting on a jersey made by Adidas at Manchester United. But if at all you bring in those players, you are increasing your chances and negotiations, because your deal with Adidas, all your 10-year deal, is expiring in the next 3 years. Having these players put together the next 3 years, Manchester United will be the most on-form team in the world with all these players present. With Upamecano in defense, it will be the most on-form team in the next 3 years as the deal expires. That means it will give you an upper hand to negotiate a bigger and bigger deal from other shared sponsors. I think Ed Woodward and the board are short-lived and short-sighted. They cannot see Manchester United go any further because of their spending. Their spending is not all at the will of the fans or the happiness of Manchester United. We should see these people sign these players before 5th October as the deadline ends. Vidcom says, even if we have Messi and Ronaldo, we can't win the league. Ole is tactically inexperienced. Look at Carlo Ancelotti in Everton. He's making a little team as Leicester leads. We don't need a big name. Vidcon, I am giving an example of Pep Guardiola. When Pep Guardiola was a coach of Barcelona B, and when they sacked the coach of Barcelona, they brought him in. Do you know what he did? He first took off Ronaldinho from the team. But let me tell you the crop of players he was managing. He was managing Gerard Piqué. He was managing Carlos Puyol. He was managing Dani Alves. He was managing Lionel Messi. Though Lionel Messi was just coming in, was young. He was managing Iniesta. He was managing Yaya Toure. He was managing Xavi. He was managing Ludovic Giudi. He was managing Samuel Eto'o, and very many other talented players. So I don't think, I 100% agree that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is inexperienced. I agree with you with what you're saying. But trust me, United has tried out all sorts of coaches. Jose Mourinho is a winning coach. He failed to win the league for us. They brought Louis van Gaal with the experience. He brought in players. United was playing wonderful football. The league was not won. So tell me, which problem of Manchester United was solved? It was none. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in his first season as a Manchester United coach. He has managed to see United finish in the 3rd position. You get? So this season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted to reinforce his team to see to it that they come up and win the Premier League, because in his interview when he signed as a Manchester United coach, he said, I'm here to win for Manchester United. I'm here to see Manchester United win trophies, nothing else at Manchester United. I'm not here for a joke. So he gave in his transfer list. So Ed Woodward, before you blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, before fans of Manchester United say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out, before you say that you don't want to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, before you talk about how inexperienced he is, before you talk about how inexperienced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, get him the players he wants. Then, if he loses, if he fails to deliver for the club, then sack him on a leveled ground. But the ground is not leveled at Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs these players in to see to it that he wins the Premier League. And he can. Provide him the players he wants. Get him those 3 other players, or 2 that he wants. Get him a centre-back and Jadon Sancho. You will see the difference at Manchester United. Now, Jadon Sancho coming at Manchester United closes a very big gap. Just know that Jadon Sancho's signing coming in will close to 15 points that Liverpool was ahead of us last season. That means we will be 10-15 points out from Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes coming in will also do the same. And these people, when they come in and connect with the likes of Anton Martial, Marcus Rashford, and Paul Pogba, the Van Dinks, trust me, Manchester United is going to be a different team altogether. It's going to be a team to watch. It will be giving us the best that we really want at Manchester United. So I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being inexperienced, but he has a man behind him, and that is Michael Phelan. Michael Phelan was an assistant of Sir Alex Ferguson for some years. When Carlos Queiroz left Manchester United, Phelan came in and started doing the job of Carlos Queiroz. He has the experience, and that's why he is the assistant of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So the inexperience we're talking about, I've seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do magic for Manchester United the previous season. You all know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer turned the things around, because the signing that would have made him one of the top 2 or 3 in the Premier League before even we reached at the end was not given to him, and that was Bruno Fernandes. And you saw when Bruno Fernandes came in, each and everything changed. So Ed Woodward, get into those players, give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the players he wants, please. Don't make Ole Gunnar Solskjaer look like someone who is begging for players, yet the team has money. He has played for this team, he's a legend, and he loves Manchester United. Get him the players he wants, and you will see magic at Manchester United happen. He's inexperienced, but he has an eye for a good player. He knows how to treat players. He is good at player management. I think no player at Manchester United is not happy. Those who are not happy are on the selling spree, and Manchester United is going to sell them off. Vidcom says Adidas contract is if we keep qualifying to Champions League and finish top 4. If we cannot do any of that, then we got 40 million per year only. Yes, now we qualified. That means United is getting 75 million pounds from Adidas this season. You get? Adidas this season, we are getting that money. Then why not putting it in the transfers? You look at Chelsea. All of those teams, Manchester United is richer than them. But Chelsea is making signings and signings and signings. Today, they've made their 6th signing, and that is the goalkeeper, Mendy from Marseille. He's just in. He's going to be unveiled this week. And guess what? Chelsea, it's reported that they are going to go in for Rice, that midfielder of West Ham. And they are going to pay money to bring him. Rice is like 50 million pounds valued, or 60. They're bringing him at Chelsea. That's how Frank Lampard is reinforcing his team. And Chelsea is nowhere near Manchester United in far as wealthiness is concerned. Manchester United is far wealthier than Chelsea. We are a rich club. We should get these players in because the money is there and we have it. So I see no reason. I accept. I don't see. People are blaming Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now. Don't blame Solskjaer. I know he has his problems as a coach, but get him the players he wants and then blame him on not delivering. On paper, if I told you get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the players he wants, he's going to give Manchester United heaven. He will take us to heaven. Trust me. Smash a like, comment, like and share as I go through your comments. Now, Mr. Mpoya John says, even Arsenal to sign a player on Man United. I have never seen that happening when Sir Alex Ferguson was at our team. But this man is just pointing on, and teams are coming and signing. Yes, you are right, Mpoya John. Like the defender, Gabriel Magalhaes, he went to Arsenal. That was a very big shock to me because United made a late contact for the defender, and I think he's a good defender that was available at a very cheaper price. 27 million pounds is nothing less for Manchester, is something small for Manchester United. We would have gone for such a signing, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but Ed Woodward failed to get us that player in the central defense. Remember, the reason is why we need a left-footed central defender. When all these defenders that we are having that are playing in the central defense, they play with the right foot. So it's always hard for them to defend on the left-hand side. But when you have a left-footed defender like Koulibaly or Alex Magalhaes or Gabriel Magalhaes, who can defend on the left-hand side. He does that well. Secondly, if at all we are starting the ball in the central midfield or from the box, it's very easy for this left-footed defender to hit that ball or to pass it with his left foot to the left-hand side of the field. But Harry Maguire has a difficulty in doing that because he is the player that is playing on our left. So Arsenal signing a player of Manchester United, it's something that has never been heard of, because even the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo were first spotted by Arsenal, but they never had the money. That's why Manchester United went in and bought Cristiano Ronaldo at 12 million pounds by that time. There are very many players that ended up at Arsenal, but because Alex. So what another comment is saying, Mpoya John Kunan said the problem we are having is Ed Woodward at the board. Yes, that's the big problem. Ed Woodward at the board, they're the big problem that we are having at Manchester United. Nothing else. They are the problem we are having at Manchester United. They are giving us sleepless nights. Yesterday, if at all Sancho was in that game, Upamecano in that game, we would have won it. No one, Upamecano cannot do mistakes like those that you saw Lindelof make. No. Vidcon says Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finished third last season, but with the same team, United lost 1-3 at home, first game of the season. This is not even top 4 team. If this current squad can't win against Crystal Palace. No, let's not judge. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, and I want us to listen to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's be objective. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in and told you that, please, the problem I had was we never trained as a team for some time. We just had a week. Some of the players just came in, like Bruno Fernandes, after the international break. His wife had given birth. You know, that happiness, celebrations. Pogba was tested positive for COVID-19, so his fitness was not all up there. And Antoine Martial, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, and there is fatigue in the team. So I think Vidcon, after 10 games, the first 10 games of this season, you are going to see a Manchester United that is on form as it played or as it ended that season. So the problem is not that of the problem is not you cannot judge Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that he lost to Crystal Palace and United won't finish top 4. United is going to be in the top 4 positions of the league. Trust me, if I'm to vet the top 4 teams in the Premier League, that is Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Manchester United. No other team, even if it's Arsenal, trust me, it cannot beat Manchester United. In the top 4, Manchester United is there, but we as the fans of Manchester United, we need more than top 4 positions. I agree with you, Vidcon, that even though with that squad, United must have won that game against Crystal Palace. Yes, but I think the turning point of that game was the VAR. When that penalty was given speedily by the ref, that's when the game ended. Because United had pushed to get the equalizer. They had got the equalizer. So United, it was very easy for Manchester United to go in and score in the winning goal in those remaining minutes, because we had the people who could have done that. But scoring us the second goal and hitting us the third one, that totally demoralizes the team. Although, even Solskjaer, when you go into my videos, I made a video of the 6 talking points after Manchester United lost to Crystal Palace. It's my second last video for today that I did. It's the first video that I uploaded. Came in, one of the points I addressed was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's poor team selection, and that poor team selection came in one position, and that was of Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay having been battered in the previous game that we won 2-0 against Crystal Palace, and he got him out after first half and brought in Nemanja Matic. That would have been enough lesson to tell him that, please sir, don't bring the lad back into the game, because he was battered by these players. But he did the same mistake, and he went ahead to do the same mistake of keeping Scott McTominay onto the field, yet Freddie was on the bench. I thought Pogba would have stayed in the game, get off Scott McTominay, bring in Danny Van Beek, let Pogba play the defensive role, and Danny Van Beek with the support of Bruno Fernandes, let them go and face the side of Crystal Palace, who would have gotten more goals. But I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a good student from his team, and I think next time when I'm playing Brighton, it's going to be a big change for Manchester United. We are playing Luton Town on Tuesday, and I think by that time Alex Telles will be a United player, and I think the official bid of Jadon Sancho would be made already. So we are having like 3 minutes, and I think the next 3 minutes we are summing up this stream. Mpoya John says, is it true that Sir is coming to Manchester United? Yes, this Sir is an option of Jadon Sancho, and what has accelerated this move, people have started saying that Sir is coming to Manchester United. The reason is Manchester United loaned Ghana, one of the reserve. He was voted as the best reserve team or best reserve player for Manchester United. That is Ghana. He was loaned to Watford, and Watford is where Sir is. So that means United is creating a relationship so as to get the player in to Manchester United, or to say that player from Watford. But why do we go for players that other teams cannot sign? Liverpool forward Sir and signed Diego Jota from Wolves. You get? So I think we should go for players that are really in for Manchester United and not for any other people. Vidcon says Chelsea had transfer ban, so they had this money growing to season. But my point stays, I still stand firm and say United is more richer than Chelsea. Yes, we have the money and we are not spending as supposed to be spending. United is supposed to be spending more than they're spending. Chelsea having been banned, that does not grant it. You cannot bring it as a reason for United not signing players. United has the money. Do you know how much those people have made? Their profits. Vidcon goes and say Manchester United are in debt, and the club's net debt as for September 2019 was £203 million, down from 3 on the previous year. Yes, we are in debt, but we have the money. We make the money. They did, however, announce record revenues of £62.3 million and an opening profit of £50 million for 2019. The season ended 1 month back. If Liverpool starts flying Manchester City too, why so many excuses with Manchester United only? I'm 100% sure United will finish in the top 4. Vidcon, thank you for being here. John Poya, thank you for being here. Everyone at United Social Television has been watching this video. I'm so much glad to see you guys here, and I'm going to be live tomorrow at exactly, I will be doing the talk, the morning paper talk, what is in the news and what players have much signed, if at all they are there, what bids have been made. But this story has been about Alex Telles. Manchester United is officially